Welcome to the stream. I'll just set it up. Let it run for a while.
TV, Oscar November 3 Radio, Victor Lima, do you copy?
And then I'm going to come back in a bit.
Oscar November 3, Romeo Victor Lima, this is VU2 Romeo Tango Victor, do you copy me, Raymond, over? VU2 RTV, Oscar November 3 Radio Victor Lima, copy you very, very well. Loud and clear and very, very nice audio. The handle is Raymond, as you say, and I live 30 miles west of Brussels, capital city here in Belgium. Do you copy all this? I didn't catch your name, but I will see for a while where it is. Moment, I will see it now. Venkat, I see. I see you live in New Delhi. I went there many times by English Biscuits. How do you copy, Venkat? Oscar November 3, Radio Victor Lima. Oscar November 3, Romeo Victor Lima. This is VU2 Romeo Tango Victor returning. Good afternoon, Raymond from Belgium. Very fine copy, certainly very fine copy. I got my QTH and you got my name. And I'm using a Blue DV with a DV Mega Stick with a simple microphone. There's a setup here. And nothing fancy here, Raymond. The local time is around 7 o'clock, going to hit 7 o'clock soon. Weather was rather pleasant today, sunny day. A slight cool chillness in the evening in New Delhi. But before you copy me, Oscar November 3, Romeo Victor Lima. This is VU2 Romeo Tango Victor. VU2 RTV, Oscar November 3, Radio Victor Lima. All well copied. Extremely nice sounding modulation. I have also very small equipment, very cheap equipment, the radio DD-77. I have FT3D also, but I use mostly this one, so I can program and do whatever you like with this little tool. Yes, you live in New Delhi, nice city, and last time we get our grandson, he is coming from India. My daughter picked him up in the northern part of India. And next year they will coming together with their family for a 3 weeks travel, if everything is allowed. With the COVID, you never know, to India, because he always asks to see his country. So anyway, thank you very much for replying, because it was a long time I spoke with somebody from India. And I love to be in your country, and especially for the fantastic food you have. VU2 RTV, Oscar November 3, Radio Victor Lima. No, Golf 7, Lima Romeo Delta. Do you copy, Raymond? Oscar November 3, Romeo Victor Lima. This is VU2 Romeo Tango Victor for the final. Thanks, Raymond. Certainly you are welcome to my country. As you said that we have varieties of food. Wherever you go, you will enjoy the food and the place where you would like to see. Certainly they will not disappoint you. Maybe 1 or 2 places maybe there, which you may not feel like visiting again. But in any case, certainly they will catch up with you somewhere here. You have someone calling you, Raymond. 73, take certainly will catch up somewhere here. Oscar November 3, Romeo Victor Lima. This is VU2 Romeo Tango Victor. Clear. Good day, 73. Bye-bye. 73 TG7 LRD, Oscar November 3, Radio Victor Lima. Did you call Christopher? November 3, Romeo Victor. TG7 LRD, can you reply again? Because there is some problem with the modulation or packet loss, I don't know. Can you give it a try again, Christopher? Over. TG7 LRD, there was some packet loss, Christopher. Do you copy me now? Oscar November 3, Romeo Victor Lima, KG7 LRD. Yes, Raymond, I copy you. I'm not sure whether it's the internet or my transmission to the local repeater. At any rate, I do copy you. I was just saying that my QTH is Salt Lake City, Utah. Over. Roger, Christopher, I saw it. Sandy, you live in Sandy, Utah. So, Sandy, I think Salt Lake City. And, nice stuff. I live at 30 miles west of Brussels, capital city, here in Belgium. You know, Belgium, very small country, only 10, 11 million inhabitants, so very small and very crowded population here. And this is one of the reasons the COVID stuff is entering very quickly. We need to be very careful at this moment for the third wave here. TG7 LRD, Oscar November 3, Radio Victor Lima. How is COVID playing around in Utah, Christopher? You know, Utah is one of the less populated states. It's a very large state. We're spread out quite a bit. We've been very fortunate. We've only had 1,480 deaths so far, but we have had quite a few infections. Most of our hospitals are running at maximum capacity, but I'm concerned about the new, more contagious strains that are coming out of the UK. Over 20 states here in the U.S. Have now have that new, more viral strain from the UK, and it's only a matter of time before it makes it to Utah. I'm just hoping that I can get my vaccine before it arrives. KG7LRD, back to ON3RVL. KG7LRD, Oscar November 3, Radio Victor Lima, indeed. I don't know which age you have. I have 73 almost. And I also wait for this vaccination because it scares me off. My wife is also the same age. So we need to be very careful as we are in a very, very dangerous age category. Anyway, this English mutation is also entered Belgium very, very much, and especially in the kids below 15. There it's spread very quickly. All through the kids are not sick, but the spreading is done, and then they give it to the elder people, and there we need to be very careful with the grandkids. Anyway, I wish you and your family can get out of this stuff because it's a very dangerous situation now. TG7LRD, Oscar November 3, Radio Victor Lima, with many greetings from Belgium. Bye-bye, Christopher. Oscar November 3, Romeo Victor Lima, Kilo Golf 7, Lima Romeo Delta. Well, thank you very much, Raymond. I appreciate the QSO. I will enter this on QRZ into the logbook. If you would confirm, I would appreciate it. And I wish you and yours a very safe and healthy and happy New Year. I hope you avoid the COVID. I already put you on the QRZ.com. You was already down, so...
M0 FXB. Just thought we'd give a bit of live here on the Yaesu FT3D. It's a fantastic radio. I am using the SM-17 A microphone. The speaker audio on the FT3D is a bit tinny. It's loud, but it's tinny, and so I just find that using the Yaesu SM-17 mic just makes it a bit more rounded, and I enjoy it more. So right now we're using the OPENSPOT 3. We're connected to Talk Group 91.
Papa Echo number 0, Victor Tango. This is Victor Uniform number 2, Romeo Tango Victor. I repeat, Victor Uniform number 2, Romeo Tango Victor.
So it's VU to RTV, and we can select that, and that will come up here. So that's Venkat. All the information's there, and the station talking now.
I copy you very well, so I hope you can copy me also without interruptions, because I'm around...
Is Vitas in the Netherlands. There you go. Got some information there. And here, both sounding fine.
Victor Tango, this is Victor Uniform 2, Romeo Tango Victor, returning a very fine copy like this. Things are doing good so far. I don't see any problem with your transmission. I can copy you perfectly well. Handle is Venkat, Victor, Echo, November, Kilo, Alpha, Tango. I repeat, Victor, Echo, November, Kilo, Alpha, Tango, and QTH is New Delhi, India. How do you copy me? Papa, Echo 0, Victor Tango, Victor Uniform 2, Romeo Tango, Victor. Over. Yeah, Roger. Nice copy. Okay.
So, what we'll do, we'll have a little switch around. So let's hit quick setup, C4 FM, and let's try and get on to a D-Star one. So we'll go Flector. I'll just make sure that I'm not connected on the other hotspot. Okay, let's go to 1, Charlie. So we just put in here REF1. Okay, why is it not finding that? REF. There it is there, 001. So we'll hit that, and then you'll hear it change over.
OPENSPOT connected to REF001 Charlie.
Just see if there's any activity. If not, we'll give a call out. We could try and get the scope working on the B band. I think that would look quite good. Let me just see if I can do it. What you do is just basically set A and B on the same band. And and only one, I think, will once the scope's on, only one will receive. So I just need to make sure that we select the right one. So 1 sec. Okay, so right, so there's B band. Didn't realize I had so many memories. Right, we'll just do it VFO mode A and B. Right, we've hit scope. Now we just need to make sure we can hear. Yeah, I appeared on the screen. Right, someone's going to speak. Let's give a call out. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo calling for a contact on 1 Charlie. So this is my Zoom HN2 studio mic. We do have a stand for it, so I don't actually have to hold that. Cup of tea. Here's the SM-17 wired microphone. We'll give another call out in a sec. So just making sure everyone can see me and hear me. Just not showing up when I transmit. VFO, DN. Let's try again. Mike 0 Foxtrot X-Ray Bravo calling for a contact on 1 Charlie. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo calling for a contact on 1 Charlie. No. If anyone's on 1 Charlie, give us a call. Let's just see if I'm getting heard. Move this to a better location, maybe. It's a bit glary, but you can see it. Could lower it a tad. Okay, let's get it a bit lower. Right. Yeah, that looks a bit clearer, doesn't it? If I move, it goes a bit fuzzy. Right. Let's close that window. So, No one on 1 Charlie. It says connected. Let's try again. 1, 2. Mike 0, Fox X-Ray Bravo, calling for a contact on 1 Charlie. So we're not really getting any replies. It's unusual to have nothing come back. Right. Let's try 30 Charlie. So we'll go quick setup, D-star radio, reflector, and this time we'll go REF 30. Right, we got 30, no, 300. Could be my bad internet. Let's find it this way. Go down to 30, see, connect. Weird, we didn't hear that connect. Did we select the wrong radio? So we do that a quick setup. We're C4 FM. Then we're going to reflector 30. Let's try again. We should hear that even if it doesn't connect. Dee. Right.
OPENSPOT connected to REF030 Charlie.
Right, that's better. So, we're in. Let's make sure no one's talking. And then we'll give a call. Okay. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo, M0 FXB, calling for a contact on 30 Charlie. It says connected. Try again. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo, calling for a contact on 30 Charlie. Can someone give me a radio check? M0 FXB. See if anyone comes back. Make sure the mic's plugged in properly. Right, how can I test? It's unusual to hear nothing, so I'm wondering if maybe I should come out of scope mode. I'll come out of scope mode. Select A, I think that's what it was. Back into scope. Right, I think that's what it was. I was in scope mode. Let's try again. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo, calling for an audio check on 30 Charlie. Let's see if someone comes back. Yeah. So we got something on the. I think I'm going to turn the scope off. I think that could be affecting it. Right, scope's off, and we can even go to one band. Holding down the AB, we're just on VFO. Can't see any shifts. Try again. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo calling for an audio check on 30 Charlie. Yeah, it's a bit worrying. Let's try go back. Let's try CQ UK. So C4 FM, YSF. Well, we'll do America Link. Why not? Eh?
OPENSPOT connected to YSF reflector 32592.
The government would only take some advice from at least what I've just said. We have to start.
So it looks like we are connected. So I'm not really sure what I was doing wrong.
And not just cut trade. I don't want to speak about some politicians who have just, cut off their nose to spite their face. They've stopped.
So yeah, usual politics.
China or whatever.
Should we try CQ UK?
Do that. We need to make the parts first, and then start building the products, and then perhaps slow down the trade, but not stop it. It's got to be mutual.
Let's go CQ UK. Let's try number 2. Right. So
Yes. OPENSPOT connected to YSF reflector 41729.
426 on the network, Michael Webb.
M0FXP break station.
That, my friend, I appreciate that. We've got from the web page as a channel, like DJ and the number CQ UK. What it is, my friend, I'm a little bit dyslexic, my friend, but I do help people. What I do, like, I try and help them with the cold plug, you see. I've got 3 friends. I've just sorted out a Motorola one, I've done a cold plug for that. I'm on with cold plug with 868 and the mobile unit as well. Like, I think those 2 use the same cold plug anyway. I've got a Curson one to sort out, and I've got a CS700 to sort out as well system. So, I'm doing all the cold plugs for people, like, you know what I mean, like. So, if I see Tom there, I'll add it onto cold plugs over.
No, that's not working. M0FXB audio check.
Anyway, I think we're all good now. But yeah, no, it's all good fun. There's plenty of people doing co-plugs at the minute. I mean, we've got a domain on GB7NR that does local co-plug for the East Midlands and stuff, and I'm trying to sort of do regional co-plugs. But Chris Waters, he does good co-plugs for all the UK and whatever. Keeps it nice and simple. Anyway, I saw a break station. I think it was Andreas. I haven't spoken to you since network radio's days.
M0VUB.
Just a long time ago. M0FXB. M0VUB, go ahead.
M0VUB, yeah, how you doing? Good to catch up. No, I'm just having a little play. I'm on an FT3. I don't use it enough, so I thought I'd dig it out and have a few contacts. So you're both sounding very good. I'm using the OPENSPOT 3. Back to you. Shane, that's what it is. Shane, did he hear me? Not receiving anything. You're receiving me, Shane? Over to you, Shane.
Yep, giving you no problem, Andreas. M0 Foxtrot X-ray Bravo from Mike 0 Victor Uniform Bravo, go ahead.
M0FXB, yeah, sorry to butt in. I just thought I'd have a play with my FT3, and I can see that it's yourself, Shane, and Michael. They're having a chat. Just wondered if I could have an audio check, but yeah, I still do network radios, but I'm enjoying all the digital modes. But back to you, Shane. Hopefully I'm being received. It's like they're not hearing me.
Yeah, no problem at all, Andreas. Nice to hear you.
M0.
Possibly. Yeah, it might have been. You probably might not remember me actually, but I used to be on network radios quite a lot back in the early days. Yeah, so I've not been on here for quite a while. But actually, we're doing a net on Saturday. It's called Top Talk. You know Oscar 20HWE, another network radios fanatic back in the day. He's running a Talk net on Freestar. I'm wondering whether it will be good to put it on the events channel on network radios. Obviously, we'll have to ask somebody like yourself or somebody. I'm not too sure. Last time, I'm sure you used to be a moderator on there. I've not been on there for ages, Andreas. But anyway, I just thought of that actually. The Top Talk net on which is basically quite a good net. We had a special person coming last week, Lewis Ringway from Manchester. He came on and was promoting new licensees, M7s and stuff like that. So I'm just wondering whether we can get on the events channel at some point. M0FXB, M0VUB, and the audio is not too bad at all. Back to you.
Yeah, okay, Shane. Yeah, sorry, Mike, for butting in. I'll put it round to you next. Yeah, I can't see a problem. You just either message me or, the usual. I think it's Roy or Harry Paul. Tell them the date and all that, and then they turn on the events channel. I'm not sort of like taking a front seat there at the moment because I've got so much else going on. But I do go on every day, have a few chats. There's still some very good people on there and some interesting chats. I try and get on all the digi modes. Zello, Peanut, probably top of the list. And then I use things like DroidStar, DudeStar. So I'll put it round to Michael. Nice to meet you, Michael. My name's Andreas. I'm located in Weston-super-Mare.
I'm downstairs on the hand portable at the moment. It's FT3D fusion radio. Okay, my friend, we're to leave with you. It's been nice listening to you both, and I find it very, very interesting. Let's hope it's going to be better on it sounds better on the Bandmaster system anyway. So let's hope all this linking goes well for everybody. Okay, my friend, I'm going to go anyway. I'm expecting a call from a friend of mine, Peter and Glenn. Have to, usually ask me how to know the linking and everything like. So I usually have a talk back to another channel. So thank you for letting me in today. From Goal 7, Mike Lima, Sheffield, trying to snow.
Yeah, okay, Michael. I'll just check I've got it. Zero VB. Turning. Yeah, okay, Michael. Yeah, best 7-3. Well, it's not snowing here. It's actually raining. I'm in a caravan in my Playford sanctuary, trying to get some paperwork done. But unfortunately for me, I've left the radio turned on, and it's such a big distraction to me. I must admit. You know, I just can't help myself but to pick it up and press the BTT. I don't know if everybody else is the same. But there you go. Nice to hear you, Michael. And you as well, Andreas. I must admit that FT3D good as Michael. Must admit, very good audio from that. I'm using a TMD380. I love the things I do. I think they're ever so simple, easy to use. You know, with the MD380 tools on, you can just, you know, go over what tool you want. I'm just using just an XLX reflector at the minute. I'm on tool group 6. Just going on the X module on 248. I'm just using DM.
Yeah, it cuts out, doesn't it?
Dropout it was. But anyway, I'll catch you later, Michael. Round to you, Andreas. M0FXB from M0VOB.
After yourself. From Goal 7, Mike Lima.
Yeah, okay, Michael. Good to meet you. And Shane, good to catch up. Message me anytime about anything. And yeah, I know Lewis. Yeah, you're both sounding good. I'll go back to standby unless called. Just playing around with the FT3. Cheers then, 7-3. So that's the one I wanted. That was a mistake. That one there.
Yeah, 7-3 for now. M0. And Andreas will probably message you about the events for this Saturday, if that's okay. It's not in news, that is.
Well, it seems to be working.
Thanks again, Andreas.
Not sure what was going on with D-Star.
With that as well. Right, catch you later. M0VOB, off and clear.
Right, let's try. Let's just go. Cheers then, 7-3. Right, so let's try cross-moding to a Brandmeister or even a Phoenix.
Andreas, are you still monitoring? 2 Echo 1 Hotel Whiskey Echo call.
So we have M0 JKT. Yeah, very good afternoon. Back over to you. Hopefully he's receiving me.
Andreas, it's Oscar. Do you remember me? 2 Echo 1 Hotel Whiskey Echo.
Why is it not keying? So I'm getting a delay on when I key here. I'm not really sure why. OpenSpot's lagging a bit on the FT3 and OpenSpot. So yeah, hi Oscar, how are you keeping? You all right?
I don't know what's happening, but I didn't get your last transmission, Andreas. I was monitoring. Quite holding, mate, but I just wanted to say hello, long time no here. 31HWE M0, is it MXB? I can remember. Is that your call sign?
Yeah, hi Oscar. Yeah, hope you're well. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not always transmitting. I've been getting some glitching on the OpenSpot 3. I hope you're hearing me. Yeah, I hope you're keeping well. On the screen, I'm getting M0JKT come up. But I'm so bad with call signs. Is it 2E0HWE?
You can still hear me, but your last transmission was inaudible. You're out of Wi-Fi connection. I think you're breaking up. I didn't get any of the last transmission, unfortunately, or the one before. So I'll say 73s. I think you might be in a bit of a mobile or something, or portable. But if you can still hear me, we'll catch up again soon. I'll monitor this one every day, so hopefully we can have another QSO. So Echo 1 Hotel, Whiskey Echo, M0 MXB.
Yeah, the cross link isn't very good. So you do get that sometimes with OpenSpot. Yeah, apologies for the bad crosslink. I'm going via the OpenSpot, and they do all the work at the server. So you probably can't hear me, but no worries. Thanks a lot. M0FXB, standby. PyStar not doing a very good job. What we could do is, sorry,
I
OpenSpot.
got the last part of that over about OpenSpot and some work on it or something. So I'll say 73s. The rest of it was all gobbledygook, unfortunately. But lovely to
Yeah.
hear you.
So
Don't be a stranger. Feel free to call on again. Freestar. It'd be nice to have a proper chat with you when I get to the moment.
we're on
73s
Freestar.
from me to Echo 1 Hotel Whiskey Echo.
I didn't know we were on Freestar. That's interesting. Cheers. Sorry about that. 7-3. So, why crosslink not good? Really, I got a feeling that the OpenSpot
Right, it's one of them things, isn't it?
needs rebooting. Now, how did we even get to Freestar? So, yeah, I'm interested now.
31HWE. M0VD. How you doing, Oscar?
To Echo 1 Hotel Whiskey Echo. I'm doing alright, actually, Shane, but do you ever do any work? Because you're always on this,
Why?
this 3DMR, or how are you getting in today? Is there low?
So they're on free DMR, but we're on CQ UK2.
I tried to work, but it's just radio. It's just too, it's just too distracting, Oscar. But now I'm coming by XA48. You know, the new one just done. Just testing it out, basically.
Should we try CQ UK1? We'll go C4FM.
X248. That's coming out of
YSF.
Freestar and then out into that could be out to your connection, straight out into direct to your analog connection. I think people are getting confused about the M0JKT call sign.
Right.
Who's listening? M0JKT works exactly.
We're going to switch to CQ UK1. You should hear it switch.
OpenSpot connected to YSF reflector 27793.
Right, we're going to give a... Oh, there's someone there.
QU from 2E0 Alpha Oscar. Oscar, how you by the frequency, David? Please.
Right, let's get an audio check. M0FXB, could I have a audio check, please? M0FXB Andreas. So let's see what they say, because it wasn't good on that other one, was it?
M0FXB from 2E0 Alpha
Robert.
Oscar. It's a little bit too loud. You need to back off the mic gain, over.
Okay, we'll do that. Is it going to work? Right. I'm wondering about this microphone now. Let's unplug it. Let's pick up the radio and do it on the radio. M0 FXB. Yeah, sorry about that. How's it sounding now? M0 FXB. Back to, was it 2M0 JVR?
M0 JVR.
2E0. Oh.
2M0 JVR. Good afternoon, Victor. Good to hear you. Not heard you for a few days. Is that because we've missed each other, or have you not been around?
Yeah, don't think the mic was doing that
Just
good.
keeping a low profile, Rob, as simple as that. Yes, with all the goings on, I just thought, well, I'd better lie low. I put a posting on the CQ UK room and got a report more or less telling me that I shouldn't be monitoring 2 platforms at a time. And I thought, well, that's rather strange coming from someone who supports the platform I was monitoring. And I thought I'd better just stand back from it for a bit, Rob. Back to you.
M0 FXB. Let's see if they're hearing me.
Victor. Victor, can we possibly QSY to your room or my room, whichever?
It's not been a great live test.
Okay, go to my room, Rob. If you connect to the node 17702, I'll meet 17702. Yes, I'll meet.
Normally it's good.
Roger.
Right, we're going to give a call out on CQ UK1. M0 FXB calling on CQ UK for an audio check. Let's see what happens now.
M0 FXB, this is Hotel Bravo 9, Golf Zulu Kilo returning. Over.
HB9GZK. Thanks for coming back to me. Just wondered what my audio is like. Just using a FT3 at the moment and an OPENSPOT 3. My location's southwest UK. So it looks like he's in Switzerland.
M0 FXB, this is HB9GZK returning. Your audio is perfect. I can understand you 5.9. Me using an FT3D at the moment with a blue DV hotspot because I can't get on the repeater here locally. I'm on Gozo in the Mediterranean and the repeater's in Malta. Well, I can't reach them from here. So, with the hotspot. So, back to you. M0 FXB from HB9 Golf Zulu Kilo, over.
Okay. Leave a gap. HB9GZK. Well, you're making it fine. Nice and clear here. I'm using the OPENSPOT. So I was using my SM-17 fist microphone with it, but I had some audio problems. If I plug that in now, could you give me an audio report? Back to you. Right, let's plug it in, see what happens now. Maybe it wasn't pushed in properly.
M0 60, this is HB9.
It sounds a lot better.
GZK returning? Yes, of course. Just go ahead. I'll give you an audio report.
It always sounds better coming out of the speaker, Mike. So, okay, let's do that. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, okay, I'm now on the SM-17 microphone. I normally prefer using this because it's the speaker on the FT3 can be a bit tinny, and so what I can do with the microphone is I can hold it and put it nearer my ear, but also it's a bit bassier, only a touch, but I prefer that. So how am I sounding? Back to you from M0 FXB. Right, let's see what audio report we get.
M0 FXB, Andreas, I saw is the name. And here is Mark, by the way, Mike Alfa Romeo Kilo, HB9 Golf Zulu Kilo from Gozo calling. So
So, yes, you're turning your audio a bit louder now, almost a bit over the top, but I can still understand you very clearly. Without the microphone, the audio was clear and volume was more than enough. But I can understand you clearly with this microphone. Like I said, it's a bit over the top, but
Maybe I was a bit
not,
close.
that it is distorting or anything. So, M0FXB, this is HB9, Golf Solo Kilo returning, over.
So it doesn't key every time with the mic. Yeah, okay, Mark, yeah, got your name now. Thanks for that report. I'm still on that microphone and I'm holding it further away from my mouth. So it's interesting that the mic gain needs adjusting when the microphone is being used. But it's good to know that the radio, the FT3, works well without any, without the microphone. How long have you had your FT3 for? Back to you, Mark. So we'll unplug it.
M0FXB, this is HB9 GZK returning. That was much better, Andreas. The microphone a bit further away from your mouth, so that audio was clearer and over a little bit, only a little bit distorted. But I don't know, it's the microphone or anything else, but you kept fading in the background, like the last bit of your transmission, like the last 4 or 5 sentences.
Isn't that funny?
Were, sort of turned on and off all the time.
So the mic not doing great, to be honest.
M0FXB, B9 Golf Solo Kilo, over.
M0FXB, yeah, well, thanks for that. It's quite interesting. I do think that the radio is performing better without the FIS microphone. The FIS microphone seems more convenient just for listening, but on transmit, I think that the actual radio is better. So, how long have you had your FT3 for, Mark, and are you happy with it? Back to you.
M0FXB, this is HB9 GZK returning. Well, Andreas, I only had it for about a couple of weeks now, the FT3, and I must say it's a bit of a mixed bag. It seems to work well with the hotspot. And I tried to get on the local repeaters here, which I should be able to reach from a high pollen point on Gozo, but I can't reach those repeaters on Malta. So whenever I press the X button for YSX, it just keeps on flashing, and after a while it fades without ever making any connection. I tried about 3-4 different repeaters on Malta, couldn't connect to any of them, so it's quite a bit of a mystery to me, because I am able to reach repeaters on Malta with DMR, with my TYT MD380. But with this much newer and supposedly better radio FT3D, I can't reach the repeaters. Have you had any experience with that, Andrea? FXB from HB9 GZK returning, over.
That's interesting. Can't quite open his repeaters when he's using his FT3. Yeah, it's an interesting point. I am very lazy, so I always use hotspots. And I don't think I've got a repeater near me at the moment that's active on C4 FM. So I haven't tested that. But I do agree that some of the older, like Retavis or what's the other one, TYT radios, MD380, were very well made, weren't they? And very reliable. And you can't. It's not always better just because you've got the latest technology. What I like about the FT3 is the functionality. The big color screen, GPS, APRS. You know, you can sit and play around with it all day long, and you've got the scope and the cam feature, and it is really enjoyable going through the menus and the functionality, and it's always via a hotspot, to be honest. Or I might you know, go via my FT300. So that's really the reason I've still got it, is for the functionality. So that's interesting that you've not been able to open the repeater. Back to you, Mark.
M0FXB, this is HB9GZK returning. Yes, Andreas, it's really weird that I just can't connect the repeaters. But on the other hand, like you said, the functionality of the radio is great. All those menus and sub-menus are they likely to delve into and get to know all the possibilities of this radio. There's much more possibilities on this one than on my TYT MD380. Yeah, so as far as that goes, it's an enjoyable, interesting radio. Your audio, by the way, is now very good. I'm not sure whether you are still using your microphone, but you don't fade away at all, and the audio is 5.9, very clear. So back to you, M0FXB. This is HB9GZK, over.
Got some nice pictures there. Leave a break for people to connect and disconnect. M0FXB returning. Oh, thank you. And yeah, I just, in the end, I've unplugged the mic, and in the end, it's not been that good. So I've had it for a while, but I'm more using it as an earpiece, to be honest now, because the reports aren't good. Just looking at your QRZ. Some pictures there. I'm guessing they're from the mountains in Switzerland. Looks lovely. Yeah, I'd love to see that. And yeah, lots of pictures. So do you have, I'm just trying to read your QRZ. Do you have other, let's have a look here, digital, DMR, C4FM and D-Star. What radios are you using on those modes? Back to you.
M0FXB, this is HB9GZK returning, Andreas. Well, like I said, have the TYT MD380 for the DMR, then the FT3 for Yaesu Fusion, and then I have an ICOM 7000 for HF radio, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm thinking of whether to get into D-Star as well, because on the border with Switzerland and Italy, we have a lot of, or quite a few D-Star repeaters. So you don't have any here on Malta, and neither in the area where I live in Switzerland around Davos. By the way, like I said, I'm on Gozo at the moment.
So
if you want to see some pictures of that, have a look at my other page on QRZ, which is 9 Hotel 3 Victor Papa. That's my Maltese call sign, which is not active at the moment because I'm about to leave for Switzerland.
Oh yeah.
So 9 Hotel 3 Victor Papa.
Yeah, got that.
Is my Maltese call sign.
Looks a bit warmer there.
HB9 is GZK. Back to M0FXB. Over.
M0FXB coming back. I think I'll make it a final, so let someone else can come in and use this reflector. So yeah, I am on QRZ 9 Hotel 3 Victor Papa. Looks a bit warmer there than the Switzerland picture. I've not been to Gozo. I've been to Cyprus. I've been to the Mediterranean, but it does look very nice. My wife's been to Gozo, and she said she really enjoyed it and liked to go there again. I can see a picture of you in the shack, and yeah, there's lots of activity on D-Star, so it's worth a go. So I'll put it back to you for a final. Thanks very much for coming back to me. Mark, and we shall stand by and let someone else use this channel. Back to you for a final. M0FXB.
M0FXB, this is HB9 GZK returning. Well, yeah, thanks for that, Andreas. Thanks for this QSO. And yeah, Gozo is a really nice place. We landed here by accident, so we're part of the year here now, so yeah, very nice. I didn't quite catch if you are using other radios than C4FM, your Yaesu 2 devices, I understood. So if there's nobody coming, then yeah, I'm a little bit interested if you use other systems as well. But for now, final. This is HB9 GZK, M0FXB. I'm standing aside now. Over.
Yeah, okay, Mark. Well, yeah, I'm using, I've got, I won't list them now, but yeah, I've got radios for all the modes, and I've make several videos learning how to use them. Just put my call sign in and you'll see that. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo. And you take care. Lovely to chat. M0FXB, clear.
M0FXB, HB9 GZK returning. Thanks for that, Andreas. Lovely to talk to you, and maybe see you another time on the band. 73s from Gozo. This is HB9 GZK, standing aside.
There you are. Lovely chat with Mark. And so what have we learnt in the last hour? We've learnt that the SS
M0FXB from 2M0JVR. Are you still on the
Mike
CUP room, Andreas? Go ahead.
is not very good. 2M0 JVR, yeah, still here.
Yes, okay then, Andreas. Just when I had you speaking to the previous station there, your audio was fluctuating violently, as a matter of fact. Sometimes when you came back, your audio was very loud, as it is at the moment, but other times it just went down into the and I could hardly hear you, sort of thing. And I'm not sure if you were swapping an external microphone in your FT3D or whether you were using the inbuilt microphone. But I think it's a common knowledge that external microphones just don't work well with that particular radio. I think I'm correct in saying that. M0FXB from 2M0JVR.
2M0JVR. Yeah, I would agree with you. I was doing a test on the SM-17 Yaesu microphone, and I think you're right. I just think that I was trying it on. I'm on the OPENSPOT, and I tried it on Brandmeister and D-Star doing cross mode, and wherever I went with that FIS microphone, I got bad reports, and sometimes it didn't even they couldn't even hear me. So I'm very disappointed with that microphone on transmit. On receive, it's fine. So right now, and hopefully it hasn't changed, I'm just talking straight into the FT3. It's about 3 inches from my mouth. Back to you, M0FXB, back to 2M0JVR. So yeah, even 2M0 is saying that the FIS mic isn't very good.
M0FXB, 2M0JVR, well, that's absolutely splendid, Andy. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that audio quality. If anything, I would probably say it was slightly hot, but it would probably just keep the microphone just that little bit further away, and things would be absolutely perfect, I think. But having said that, Q5 all the way, Andreas, and I just come on to say hello to you because I was just sending a friend of mine your YouTube video that you had made regarding the connection of an SPM 400 to the WiresX network, and I thought that was absolutely brilliant for a newcomer. So I was just posting a link to that YouTube video, Andreas, M0FXB from 2M0JVR.
2M0JVR. I'm guessing the name is either John. I've got a J here on your QRZ, so if you could tell me. I can see you're in Scotland. Yeah, thanks about the video. I'm actually doing a test now, and the last hour of using the FT3 has been streamed live to YouTube, so that I can watch it back and see what kind of reports that I got. So when you put my my call sign into QRZ again, you'll see this whole conversation going back for an hour. It might not appear straight away, but it is interesting to find it out and really put it to the test. I mean, the microphone I got, it's not an expensive one, but I did go for a proper Yaesu one, and I also have a copy microphone. So it'd be interesting to compare the cheap copy and see what that's like on transmit. And yeah, my audio is a bit hot, and I need to just hold it back a bit further from me. I'm not sure if you're on the FTM 400 now. I've sold that and got the 300, but I don't think the 300 or the 400 are one or the other is better. I just think they're different radios altogether, but they do a very similar job. I do miss the big screen, and setting up the PDM mode and all that. It's fun and interesting. So okay, let me know your first name. Thanks for watching the videos. Glad they helped. I'm back to you, then I'll stand by. M0FXB.
M0FXB from 2M0JVR. Well, I'm normally called Victor, and that's why you see that on my QRZ page, Andreas. The J stands for James, but that's neither here nor there. I'm normally called Victor, so here we go. Anyway,
Hi, Victor.
This afternoon, and just one other thing about using the external microphone. It might be that it just doesn't fit into the socket properly. I've heard lots of people saying they've had to shave just a slight fraction of the plastic coating of the plug itself before it fits properly into the socket. Andreas,
I think that's what it is.
M0FXB from 2M0JVR.
Yeah, I actually think that's probably what it is. Oh, well, that's interesting. I'm going to get my, before I end the stream, I'm going to get my screwdriver, take the rubber cover off, and then come back on with the microphone and get an audio test. So we'll do that before we end. Just get a little screwdriver.
JVR W3LUX.
W3LUX from 2M0JVR. Very good afternoon. I don't know if you're calling me earlier on this morning or not, but I was a little bit slow in getting into the shack. So if I missed you, I do apologise.
Rubber grommet is off.
Your own room,
I'll try not to lose the screw.
20 JBR W3 LUX, yes.
So it's
I
in.
got up about 2 hours late, so...
It does feel like it's pushed in better.
We're getting slow there.
See if we can get in a gap here.
Let's go to to my room there, Victor. Give it a try, see if we connect. W3 LUX going QRT on CQ UK 1.
I'll just quickly jump in before you vanish. I'm on the fist mic now with the rubber removed completely. How does it sound? Sorry to delay you, gents. Over to Victor.
That's very much better, Andreas. It's much louder. And yes, just as it was with the internal microphone there, Andreas. Unfortunately, I'm about to QSY to another room, so if you care to call me back, maybe in half an hour's time, I'll be back on CQ UK 1, M0 FXB from 2M0 JBR.
No, that's fine, because I'm going to go back to where I was before. I was on D-Star and DMR. Call, and if I get better audio reports, then I know that your advice has helped and that the rubber grommet is preventing the SM-17 microphone from properly pushing into the FT3, and that's worth doing a video on just on that alone. So enjoy your chat. Thanks very much, and regards to Edward there, W3LUX, and we shall talk later. M0FXB QSY. Okay, well that's interesting. Bit of advice there. So about removing the rubber grommet, and a lot of people say remove that because the radio sounds better anyway. So what we're going to do before we end the stream, we are going to get another audio report on Brandmeister. We might go to CQ UK2, and if that's good, then I'll do a separate video just on that bit of advice. So we'll go quick setup, C4FM. It was CQ UK, we were getting the CQ UK number 2, we were getting bad reports. So we'll go there.
Yeah, stations here that listen by on the CQ UK is Mike 3, Transworld Airways. Listening about 40 calls this afternoon.
Right, and was it again? Let's get this right. It's just a bit, it's more my keyboard's a bit clicky. Right, CQK2, we're going to connect. Right, here goes.
Connected to YSF reflector 41729.
It is
Hello, from Mansfield. We're right on the junction.
Bit busy.
Junction 28 of the M1 motorway. That's where we're located. That's where we are at the moment. I'm just on the estate now, and just about to pull in onto my road here. And then I shall reverse on the drives.
That's funny.
A lot stronger now into the box without a lot of subjects. M3DAF mobile, back to you, right?
It's not showing up on the there it is.
Yes, well, this is M0P. Yeah, your signal is much better now than when the American called in. So, yes, no problem copying you at all. Yeah, I was a fitness later. I'm not familiar with the one I call me, but it's the local A road up through towards Madlock, you know. I can't remember the name of the real towns on the way, but there's a big valley that you go up through, and there's a sort of residential area for the little people north of the stars over here.
M0FXB audio check.
M3DAF mobile, yeah, okay, Brian. M0FXB for the audio report. Yeah, you're working fine. And yeah, good afternoon to you. Yeah, that would.
Well, he said that the audio sounded better. Also, the speaker mic doesn't push in properly. Philip said there about removing the rubber improves the speaker audio. I know that, thanks. But what I didn't know was the rubber is also preventing the speaker mic from plugging in correctly, and then it's causing problems. So thanks G3YPQ. What I'm going to do, because they're busy there, I'm going to QSY it to reflector 30, because people couldn't hear me on reflector 30. So you see there, we're just QSYing. We're now
connected to RES030 Charlie.
Okay. So Philip, did you say? All right, yeah. Philip's saying the same thing. I am on 30 Charlie. Right. So let's give a call and get an audio report on 30 Charlie. And this is actually a really good test about this microphone and the FT3. So let's call out on 30 Charlie. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo. Could I have an audio check, please? M0 FXB. So I'm trying not to speak too close to it. Last time I wasn't even getting a reply.
MM3TWA from November 1. Mike Romeo. Name is Andrew, and I'm on Mount Desert Island on the coast of Maine. Coming to you courtesy of Reflector 30 Charlie. Good afternoon to you. It's morning for us here.
Break station just for a quick audio check. It's quite busy, isn't it?
This is Mike 3 Transworld Airways returning. Your name here is Ian, India Alpha November, and we're located over here on the west coast of Scotland, and we live in a town called Irvine, which is about 30 miles southwest of the city of Glasgow here on the west coast of Scotland. But a very good afternoon to you, Andrew. We'll pass it back around to you, my friend. Local time here, by the way, 2:40 in the afternoon. November 1 Whiskey Mike Romeo from Mike 3 Transworld Airways. Go ahead.
M0FXB for an audio check.
Afternoon to you. Yep, you guys have the convenience of being on GMT there. I guess it saves you from having to look at the clock and do the math to figure out what time it is for the rest of the world. And very nice to hear you from the west coast of Scotland there. It hasn't been too much of a winter here. Normally we have a fair bit of snow on the ground by now, and it's cold. We're making ice on the lakes, but no snow. No snow as of yet. All the snowmobilers are kind of shuffling around wondering what to do.
See if they can let me in. M0FXB for an audio check. Not going to get in there, are we?
I wondered if any Scottish blood in you or any Scottish
Let's
ancestry.
try.
Yeah, over here, WS conditions here today, outside at the moment, maybe about 3 or 4 Celsius.
Let's try 2350.
It's been very wet all day, it's been nothing but rain all day, but
So we'll do a quick setup.
Get some snow this morning.
C4FM.
So, yeah, it's been actually a very bad over the last couple of weeks here, weather-wise, between flooding, snow, and rain, and also very, very cold. Well,
we'll go 2350, which that's cross-moding to Phoenix. So we're going to connect in there.
OPENSPOT connected to Brandmeister 5051.
Quite loud, that open spot, isn't it? So we're cross-moding, so that's a real good test here. Let's give it a go. Mike 0 Fox X-ray Bravo, calling for an audio check. Mike 0 Fox X-ray Bravo. See if anyone's on 2350. I'll call a couple of times. Not going to get lucky. I've actually got my FT70 somewhere. I could just test myself that way, couldn't I? Let's give one more call. Mike 0 Fox X-ray Bravo, calling for an audio check on 2350. No, not happening. Where could we go? We could go to America Link. Could try that. So we go C4FM radio that we're using. See how good the OpenSpot is though, moving around, it's so easy. And just put America. My American link is quite busy. But you never know, might get lucky. Oh, see, that's an Alabama link.
OpenSpot connected to YSF reflector 2034.
They also do. When they would key up, like their mobile radio, we'd never even hear them because our beams were pointed at each other.
So that's busy. But see how good the way it just switches across. Right, let's try.
That was years ago. So those days, that kind of stuff's pretty much over for me.
I don't go on about Alabama link that often, but let's try now. Oh, no chance. AME. Let's try America. Is it US? Is it this one? US America link? Let's try it. Let's.
Connected to YSF reflector 32592.
Right, we've got Philip watching. How about can we try 12? Can we try reflector 12C? Right, there you go. So see what if Philip says yes. Not replied yet. He said okay. Right, okay, Philip. We're going to go to 12C. So quick menu. C4FM I'm on, but then we'll go into reflector. I've only got 10 minutes that I've got to close down. So we're going to find 1, 2, reflector 12. Connect, C, connect. Right. So, G3YPQ. Let's give it a go. Did it connect? At the moment, it says connected. Maybe it needs a bit longer. Not connecting. Let me just take the mic out. Try it with no... it's just not connected. When I transmit, nothing is happening. Let's try it one more time. Quick setup. C4FM, reflector,
OpenSpot connected to REF012 Charlie.
Right. Okay. Well, my call sign came up. Let's try again. G3YPQ M0FXB. Okay. I'm going to put worked second time. Right. Having fun. Right. So let's try again. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo. Calling if anyone is listening for an audio check. M0FXB. I think we're jinxed. Lol. Should we try... I know what. Try reflector 1B. Let's do 1B. We'll try that. 1B. There you go. Let's try that. So, quick setup. C4FM. Reflector. 1B. There you go. Okay. Why is it red? Error, server address is empty. Okay. Sorry about this. The laptop's a bit glitchy. Right. 1B.
Connected to RES002 Bravo.
We're now on 1B. We're going to call. M0FXB calling G3YPQ. Right. Let's see if anyone else is listening. M0FXB calling for an audio test on 1B. See if anyone's on there. I think it's all working. No. Low. Right. Wow. Let's try. We'll have to. I'm gonna. I'll try CQ UK2. My last try is CQ UK2, and then we're going to close down because we have to be somewhere. So C4FM, YSF, then we'll go here. CQ UK2. There you go. We're on CQ UK2.
OPENSPOT connected to YSF reflector 4172.
CQ UK2. Let's try and get an audio report here, and then we'll close.
Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, Dale. 7-3. Talk to Petty Logger. Nice been talking to you.
Right, they're ending their call. We might better get in.
Yeah, cheers for that.
Cool.
M3, yeah. Straight my log going down to monitoring.
Ah.
M0FXB, G3 G3YPQ, G3YPQ. Are you back there, Andreas? G3YPQ.
Success. Well, success in hearing him. G3YPQ. Hi, finally we got there. So, yeah, receiving you no problem at all. I'm on the, probably can see I'm on the fist mic. So how do I sound? Probably worth turning the audio down on the computer. Back to you, Phil, M0FXB.
Yeah, fine, Andreas. M0FXB, G3YPQ. Yeah, well, it's funny. I was chasing you about on all those other channels, but that didn't seem to work. But normally the OPENSPOT is fine, but maybe you just got unlucky. There's a lot of things can go wrong, isn't there, between my mic and your speaker in this mode. But you sound absolutely fine on the Fusion. Sound really good on the Fusion there, Andreas. I've got about a 10-second delay, actually, from the real world to what's coming up on YouTube. Back to you.
Yeah, thanks very much, Phil. And M0JKT, I think that was Oscar. So, yeah, it looks like the problem I had was the rubber grommet in the side of the FT3. It stops the fist microphone, SM-17, from properly pushing in. And so I get loads of bad audio reports. So I might be a bit hot. But hopefully I've worked out what the problem is, because it sounded perfect when talking into the actual radio. So yeah, about a 10-second delay on YouTube. Back to you, Phil, with a gap for Oscar if he's there. Hopefully you're there. Didn't you hear me? Go. Did you get my last over, Phil? Back to you, G3YPQ. Oh. Not sure. I'm a bit jinxed with this this one, aren't I? M0FXB calling for an audio check.
M0FXB, G3YPQ. Did you not get my last over?
No negative. You completely vanished. Did I vanish as well? But you're sounding good.
Yeah, M0FXB. Oh, sorry, I was chatting away for ages and obviously getting nowhere. Such is the peculiarity of the system. But no, that's absolutely fine. That'll test. So, worth doing. It's worth doing. It sounds pretty good. I was just going to getting one of those little FT3Ds. It's a neat little gadget, but I've given the report, the audio you followed on receiver, kind of then put me with a system. I suspect that solves the problem. Andreas, go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. I mean, it's not the first time I've noticed a problem with using the fist mic, and I never ever put it down to the rubber grommet. And I had heard many times that if you remove it, then the whole radio sounds better, allowing audio to come out of the hole. But I never realised the effect it has on the fist microphone when it plugs in. And yet, I've noticed that as it turns, the rubber pushes it off, and it doesn't quite push in all the way. it's probably not even 1 millimeter, so you hardly notice it, but that's really important. So I'm going to make a completely separate video on that and put that on. I can't do it now because I've got to literally phone someone at 3 o'clock, and it's 4 minutes to. So thanks very much, Phil. You've been a great help, or Philip, and I've enjoyed it. This stream's gone on for a good hour or so, just testing out this FT3, and so back to you for a final, then I'll stand by M0FXB. So the result of that stream is there's a problem with the rubber grommet. Phil's vanished again. I'm not sure what's happening. I hope he heard me. So Phil's vanished again. I just told him that on the stream. I'm going to end the stream. Thanks very much for watching. I think it's been interesting. And we've learnt a bit here. So 7.3. We shall select end stream. Catch you again. That's it. And then we'll end it here as well.